Hi, I'm Lee Sapata, and I'm here today with,
Vicki Waterbury at CertaPro Painters.
and today we'd like to talk about primers, both acrylic and alkyd primers. And Vicki, what do you know about these primers?
Well, this is a Sherwin Williams product. They're called Pro Block primers. One is latex and one is oil-based. Can you describe the difference of them to me?
Well, sure. An acrylic, the Prep-Right product here, you would use on your lighter stains, and your alkyds you use on your heavier, deeper stains. Now, of course, that's really easy for me to say, but what exactly does that mean, right? So your acrylic primer you'd use on a very light, shadows of stains. Mm-hmm. Whereas on your alkyd product you'd use on deeper stains, like a very heavy, stubborn water stain, you'd want to use an alkyd on. Mm-hmm. A kid's playroom, where you get the random crayon marking on the wall, you'd have to use something like this in order to prevent that from bleeding through on the finish coat. A Sharpe marker, you know how kids will run around, that Sharpe touches the wall. Well, that's a pretty tough stain to cover sometimes, and an alkyd product would coat that well. As is oil splatter, grease splatter, a food stain on a wall in a kitchen. Your alkyd primers would coat that and prevent that from bleeding through on the finish coat once you put the finish coat on. So if it's a new wall, a new surface that's never been painted, and there are no problems with it, a quick coat of the acrylic Prep-Right will work just fine, and your finish coat will go on beautifully. If you're dealing with something that's already been painted, but there is a type of stain that's kind of stubborn, such as oils, smokes, nicotines, soot, food byproducts, your alkyd is the best. It's the best way to go, and that guarantee you that the stain isn't going to bleed through and the finish coat will look great.
Okay. Well, what about if you're changing drastic colors? Like there's no stain, but you need something to dull the color before you want to change up the colors. Can this one work for that instead of going to the heavier?
You can. You could use Prep-Right. That would work very well. And depending on what type of color we're covering and what color it's going to become, you may want to either tint the primer or use a gray primer to give you a clean slate, so that the first coat of finish will stand, and you'll have less probability of bleed through, and the second coat should do it just right.
Oh, that'd be great. And the Prep-Right, is this good with many surfaces?
Yes, you could. The acrylic product you can put on lots of surfaces.
Even metal?
Yes, even metals. Again, when you look at it, the acrylic product is a very general, light surface type of product, where the alkyd you want to use with your stubborn stains, along with surfaces that have already been painted, and now there's some type of issue on that surface. The other good thing that this product works very well on is wallpaper.
Really?
Yes. When you remove wallpaper, you have the glue residue that's left over, and we can pole sand that. We can wipe the glue off with warm water, but sometimes there is a residual that's on the wall, and putting a coat of the alkyd Pro Block primer on there seals it down and allows you to put a finish coat on top of that without a problem and have a great finish.
So then the glue doesn't seep back through the wallpaper or
Exactly. It prevents that from happening. If you put an acrylic over that glue residue, what happens is paint actually dries from the outside in, and you'll get a barrier on the outside. But the solvents in the product start reactivating that glue, that residual. And with time, even though the paint feels dry to touch, as it's curing and those solvents are evaporating slowly, that glue has been reactivated and starts seeping through. It's not a pleasant look nor an experience.
Sure.
So I'd put caution on that, and don't even attempt putting an acrylic-based primer on a wall or surface that you just removed wallpaper on. Always use the alkyd to assure that that's been sealed down so that your finish coat has nothing but success.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you, Vicki. And thank you for watching today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our channel in the bottom corner there. And also, if you'd like to visit our website, it's also on the screen. So thank you so much. And we'll see you shortly.